John Bateman, founder of Mega Legend Cigars.
Todd Williamson, Mega Legend Cigar.
Favorite puff, as you know, Lancero Mega Legend. Favorite sip, I like a good old-fashioned smoke. Family legacy. What can I say, man? It's what Mega Legend is all about. It's built around that. We are trying to create and establish one of the best black-owned cigar companies there is. This is all about our legacy. This is about leaving a legacy behind. So Mega Legend Cigars, legendary status. Let's go.
Favorite puff, again, our Mega Legend, either the Gordo or the Lancero. Favorite sip, any whiskey, bourbon. Just that's my taste. Favorite conversation is black businesses. The connotation behind black businesses, how there's always a negative connotation behind it. I just wanted really just to talk about that and turn the different mind frame and the different style of who we are and what we represent.
Hey, what's up everybody? Reggie Kimball, aka StickMan #1, and I'm at Puff Sip Chat Studios, formerly StickMan Studios. You know I'm always changing the name up. You know what time it is. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment, let us know what you think. If you're looking for a good cigar, a good glass of whiskey, and a good conversation while you're doing it, you came to the right place. Welcome to the Puff Sip Chat. I'm here with these brothers. To my right, I got Mr. Todd Williamson,
yes,
right
sir.
here, Mega Legend Cigars. You've seen him before. We got Mr. John Bateman of Mega Legend Cigars. What's up, brothers?
Man,
What's going on,
appreciate
baby?
that warm intro.
Hey, man, come on, it's all love,
It's all
brother.
love over here.
I feel like we know each other.
That's it.
do.
For a little
You know,
bit,
I done seen y'all how y'all behave in the strip club and everything. So I feel like I know y'all now.
I wasn't there. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was there.
You was there? I remember me being there too.
I was there.
I was there. Other people were there too, and I think we got some footage, but I ain't gonna break that out right now. I think we got some footage. We're gonna come back to that though. We're gonna come back to the strip club.
We'll say that for part 2.
Yeah, we'll come back. We're gonna talk about that today.
Let's talk about it today.
Just in case y'all didn't know, and I'm gonna say it right this time. Mega Legend Cigars is in the house. A brand new brand based right here in Atlanta. These brothers are doing it. As you guys know, I love to feature boutique brands. I love to see startups happening, but I don't like to fuck with everybody. I'm gonna be honest, because everybody's not on their grind. Some people I don't mess with the people that just slapping labels on cigars and calling it theirs. I like the people that do their homework, that do it real, do it right.
Yeah,
and that's what you guys do, man. So congratulations
no
on the launch, brothers.
Man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate the love, man.
No shortcuts.
Appreciate the love.
So what, we about a month or two in now? How far in are we?
Going on a month and a half. So yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we officially launched first weekend of September. So
okay. Yeah. And tell me about it. What it's been like, man. It's been a ride, right?
It's been good, man. It's every time we go out and we talk to different people, different boutique owner shops and things like that. They love the product, man. It's I actually had one person tell me we have the new age crack.
New age crack.
New age crack. She couldn't put it down for nothing. She's like she burnt her fingertips trying to smoke a Lancero all the way down to the
I think me and Steve did too, because when my first time having one was at Havana Lounge. We all sat down and chopped it up.
Right.
And bro, I couldn't put it down. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was incredible smoke all the way from the beginning to the end. I was just very impressed by the quality of the smoke, man. So congratulations on that.
That makes us feel good, man. We appreciate it. It's like I said, no shortcuts. So it's always been a lot of groundwork going into finding the right product and then making sure that we can find a product that will stay consistent. So what I understand about boutique cigars is that a lot of them aren't able to keep up with the consistency. Either the integrity of the cigar is not maintained,
or it's just trash.
I mean, so you have different components like that goes into a really good cigar, and then just being surrounded around the right people has helped, man. That's been tremendous help. You guys, Puff Sip and Chat, Cigar Mike has taken us under Cigar Mike took us under his wing and been like a big brother to us. And
that's a big deal, bro. You know that.
Oh, it's a major deal. And the thing is here's the funny thing about it is that I talked so much about Cigar Mike before actually meeting him because I heard about him through the grapevine. And I was always like, yo, I need to meet with this guy. I need to meet with him. And then I finally got up with him and I met with him and I said, man, this is like I'm meeting with a mythical creature or some shit because
he's so humble. Like the thing is, he is so humble. I remember the first time I met him. We were down at Highland Cigar and we walked in and John was like, "That's Cigar Mike." you need to get to know this guy.
Yeah.
That story is
yeah.
familiar. Because when I started the podcast, everybody's like, have you talked to Cigar Mike yet?
Yeah.
I was like, do I need to get this brother's blessing or something?
Yeah, right. I mean,
It's like,
yeah.
You kind of do.
Because if you don't know Cigar Mike, it's
He's
like,
somebody
what's
you
the
need
point?
to know.
Yeah, somebody you need to know.
I call him the Godfather, man.
I call him the mayor. Because whatever he says, if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
That's what's up.
So, and then meeting people, you know, and getting around them like that, and then, you know, not having to forge a relationship, but naturally having a relationship take place where you're not jumping into anything with your hand out looking for handouts. You're actually, you know, what can I learn from you, and in return, what can I give back to you? That's how we roll. So with that being how we roll, I think that people in the culture, they take notice to, you know, where we come into it, you know, humble, and at the same time, we're willing to learn and give as much as we're trying to learn. So it's not a one-sided thing.
Right.
And I think people get that about us. So like I said, soon being in multiple stores, that's going to be happening. We got a lot of events that it took place, the ACE, the Cigar Week, Atlanta Cigar Week. With those events alone, we made so many new connections and people that, you know, in DC, Virginia, we got Baltimore,
California.
we got Tampa, Florida. Yeah, we got some people that smoked our product and enjoyed meeting us as individuals and bonded with our personality to where, I mean, we're like, man, we about to be outside of Georgia before we even in Georgia.
That's right. And that's not a bad problem to have.
Not a bad problem to have. It's good and bad. I mean, it's one of those. My biggest fear is always growing too fast. Like,
that is a fear. People have to be careful.
Being a former or a current business owner outside of Mega Legend, it's one of those. You see the dollars and your eyes get big, and it's like next thing you know, you're underwater and you're trying to figure out what the fuck is next. Like
that's right. That's right.
And then it's one of those, again, you grow too fast, and then it's like you get a taste of that too early, and then all of a sudden you don't get a taste of it anymore, and then you start trying to second guess yourself and things like that. So
it's called like, biting off more than you can chew.
That's it.
And
too many business owners do that sometimes.
You're right.
Often do that. But, you know, our backgrounds, like you said, both come from business. I have a family-owned business outside of Mega Legend that I manage and run. Been doing that for 12, 13 years. So using everything that we can from our previous and you know, and current experience has, you know, translated over into Mega Legend very well. Like you say, he handles a lot of things that I'm like, bro, I don't even have to worry about it when I know that it's been taken care of by somebody who is a perfectionist.
That's right.
And then, you know, I'll do my part and make sure I stay on top of my part. And together, it's a natural working relationship that's the reason why I honestly feel like Mega Legend's going to grow without a ceiling. Like, we're going to be able to achieve what we want to achieve as long as we keep putting into it what we're putting into it.
I would say my biggest thing is when I realized he was about his business as much as I was. I was up. I think it was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was just up on the computer, just looking up different types of shit. And I was like, let me send him a text. Something crossed my mind. I was like, let me send him a text before it goes out. And he responded, and I was like, okay.
So you know,
I know.
When somebody, that means he's on his grind.
He's on his grind too. So I'm like, okay, this businessship, partnership, friendship, family, whatever it is, I can see it's going to grow.
That's the hardest part, man, about being in business sometimes with friends and family, is that not all the time do those friends and family members run at the same speed that you run at.
That's the truth.
And I think just anybody that's going to be in business with me, I got to see you out there hustling.
Exactly.
Like, because I ain't going to lie, man, I live this shit.
All day.
I live it. I live
But
puff the chat.
it shows in the way
I
you
live
run it.
You know, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm doing the work, right?
Yeah.
And if we're going to ever get to where we want to be, everybody on the team has to be on the grind.
You got to put in the grind.
And if you're not on the grind, I have a problem with that.
Yep. I mean, we go back to high school. I mean, like I said, just sharing the gridiron with this guy, high school and college. I mean, high school teammates, college roommates, teammates. I mean, we go back. Like, it's not something that just happened overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when we were,
clip up.
That's it.
Walking on the field.
Going back to the spats and
I got to
braids,
get that
baby.
from you.
Yeah,
We got it.
baby.
Sure,
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
That's but yeah, man, that's, you know, about you, like let's ask about you, because that's you're also inspiring to us, because you just said something that resonate with me. You live this shit. You breathe, like, so at what point did you get to where you said, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to take this shit serious? Like, what happened? What was that transition like?
So I've been in corporate America a long time.
Okay.
And long time, too long. And it's a grind, but I see light at the end of the tunnel, meaning I know that I'm probably in the next 3 to 5 years, I want to wrap it up and walk away.
Okay.
Not retire though. Not talking about retirement. I just want to evolve and go to the next phase. And I said the next phase for me has to be something that I am passionate about and just love doing, so it does not feel like work. And my education is in mass communications.
Gotcha.
And I got derailed and went into a technology career somehow.
I mean,
but it paid the bills.
Yeah,
it worked out. It's provided a great life for me and my family. But now I want to get back to what I truly enjoy and love, and it's this. And doing media and talking to brothers like this.
Yeah, you meant for this shit.
So this is what's up. And so that's why I'm here. And so now I'm just trying to make it work and make it evolve and make it grow. And it's just fun, man. It doesn't feel like work. No. It's a grind. Sometimes you get tired, but you keep doing it. Because sometimes on the day job, you get tired and like, fuck this, I'm done. But I don't feel that way about this. I keep going.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Like I said, I work my regular 9 to 5, and as soon as I'm done, I get back onto the grind of what we need to do as far as our business. It's one of those like, okay, I have a list in my head, like, and I check it off. All right, at 5 o'clock, whatever's not checked off, I'm working on it. I mean, it's one of those. You got to keep going. You got to keep going because at the end, we both have a vision of what we want it to be, and it's not this, it's this.
Yeah,
we always looking for the next thing.
I always tell people when you start a business, and just any venture, in my opinion, imagine your business succeeding beyond your wildest dream. Like, think way down the road to like, what do you want this to be?
Right.
And then I always say, work backwards from that.
Yep.
Think about where you want this to be. What's the end goal for you? Have an end goal up front and then work backwards.
Yeah.
What are the things I need to get there? A lot of people just start something, but they don't know where they want it to be.
Yep. Walking blind.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's kind of like your own little personal roadmap to where you want to go.
See, I think my problem is I don't think we have an end game. Like I can see this brand and this just going left to right, up, down. I mean, my brain is always thinking, okay, what's the next thing we can do to maximize our brand? Like I said, we have the cigars. Coming soon, we're gonna have coffee. Coming soon, something else. And then once we get there.
But what you're talking about is a vision.
It's a vision.
It's a vision. It's a goal of where you want to go.
And it's nonstop.
And that's good.
It's nonstop.
The vision is real. Like, we definitely have a vision. It's just that I don't think that we have there's no limitations set for it. I think it's also what he's explaining too, is that we don't have any limitations, man. Like, we're literally like step at a time.
And be flexible.
And be very flexible.
That's how I've had to pivot a few times since I've started.
That's just life though. You got to be flexible in life, because you're going to break. Yeah. You're going to break.
And preparation has been the key, man. Like, even with you, right? Everything that you are doing right now, you the man for the shit because you prepared for it. And so it's nothing like preparation, because then when you fall into the situations that are coming to you, you fully prepared for it. So that shit's gonna take off. So
try to take advantage.
Same thing here. It's like we did X amount of things, throughout our life, and then we came here and it's like, man, we prepared for this. And we didn't even know what the moment was we was preparing for.
That's right.
But that's why now it feels so natural. Like, I mean, just getting around people and hanging around people, and let's keep it real. Most of the people in the cigar culture that we come across, like, we're usually in that younger group, in that younger range of age-wise, but as far as maturity, you would never know, because we that's just who we are.
You guys got some old souls.
We got some old souls, man. Sipping on bourbon and shit.
We'll turn you out in this industry.
Exactly.
Be careful.
Quickly.
So we smoking on the Lancero. This is actually my first time having it. I've had the other stick, Gordo, but this is my first time having this. And dude, it's beautiful. Tell people about what we're smoking on.
The Lancero is actually. I know Cigar Mike, Peaches, Shop, they love that, and everybody that we met at the event, man, this past cigar event, they love the Lanceros, and what it is an Ecuador wrapper and binder that we actually have aged in. It's aged in Puriscal, Costa Rica, up in the mountains. So the filler is super dope. We got Peruvian tobacco, we got Nicaraguan, we got Dominican, and a few undisclosed. But the beautiful thing about this, man, is that, like I said, where they age at. This is the signature cigar, the Lancero. We also have a Gordo that's a signature, and that's this is a Ecuador wrapper and binder with a filler of Peruvian tobacco, Dominican, and Nicaraguan with a few undisclosed. This stick, what makes it extremely special is that it's smoked really good. It's well constructed. The integrity of this cigar is it's up there with the best cigars. I really enjoy my own cigar, but I'm not, one-sided. Like, so what I do is I smoke a lot of other cigars, and when I smoke those cigars, I have to give myself an honest review on what I feel about our cigars. And so far, I mean, the cigars are doing like its thing. Like, it's really standing, it's standing up with some of the best cigars out there. And like I said, they aged the cigars up in Puriscal, Costa Rica, up in the hills of Costa Rica's beautiful climate. So when we're talking about the cigars sitting there aging and getting right, that's one of the best places in the world, and I found a great factory that they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So, number one, I got to say, man, you sound like an old head who's been in this business a long time, and I know that's not the case. And both of you seem to be very educated already in a short period of time. How does that happen, man? What y'all do? What's your secret to that?
Honestly, just talking with people, sitting back and listening. I mean, like I said, you get around people that have been in, the vets in the game, and it's one of those. I know a little bit, but I'm not going to tell you I know a little bit. I just want to see what you know.
Okay.
And it's one of those, I can tell if you bullshit me or not, just by the little bit of knowledge that I do have.
Okay.
And so it's like you start clinging to certain people because when they talk to you, it's authentic, it's real. Like, they actually know what the fuck they talking about.
That's right. That's
to
right.
piggyback off of what he's saying, when I first started going into all of the cigar lounges and the clubs and the bars and meeting with people, I never would go in and speak and act as if I knew anything. I was humble. Like, I would go in and let them know that, hey, I'm new. I'm new to this, and I just want to hear what you have to say about it. And so just being a student of it, and people enjoy seeing that you like to listen and take in what their experiences are. And so from that is where I think it helps sharpen us.
Yeah, and I'll ask you 1,000 fucking questions. I have no hesitation in doing that.
That's what's up. You got to. You don't ask, you won't know.
Especially someone who's been, I guess, profitable in this business. I want to know, how'd you get to the point where you at? What hiccups that you ran across that I need to know about?
Do you have any specific mentors that you guys have used in the cigar game?
I mean, yeah,
Got a few.
Yeah, I would say
shout out anyone you're talking about?
We already shout out Cigar Mike.
On the manufacturer side.
On the manufacturer side, I would say I've learned a lot from my guys out in Costa Rica de Tobacco. Andreas and Felipe, those guys, they taught me a lot getting into it. The first few places that I ever went to when I was trying to get into this business, shout out to Miss Shirley out in Baltimore, Fire and Smoke. They, I
haven't been there. That's a tight spot.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. It's a real, homey spot. You go in there and everybody's like family to kick it in there. But she, she helped me a lot, showed me the ropes, and I appreciate that. But we've been running into a lot of people that's just been, full of wisdom and information, like dishing out. So I met Santana, he's out of Miami, but originally come in from Cuba. He actually goes to the same factory. We use the same factory for our products. So that's always cool. Like, you run into a big name person and he's like, yo, you work with Cigar Mike? Me and Cigar Mike go way back. And I'm like, immediately I became cool with him. And he
Cigar Mike goes way back with everybody.
Yeah. So that guy had a ton of information to give me, and I was just eating it all up. Like, man, I appreciate that. Even sent me some stuff in the mail and was like, read this, look up on this, like the history of shit. And I was like, wow, okay, cool.
Okay. And I also want to give a shout out to Atlanta Cigar Company. Yeah, those guys over there,
Leroy,
Leroy's my guy.
They just ATL open books, man.
Yeah, that's it.
ATL.
I think at one of the events at the Atlanta Cigar Experience, I sat and talked with Leroy for probably 3 hours, just picking his brain on how his how they run their business, what can I do, what I'm not supposed to do, things like that. And he was an open book, and it's like I said, it's
that's
one of
what
those,
I love about them, man.
I can reach out to him at any time and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. What do you think? Hey. How do you guys get from point A to point B without having to go on from point A to point 1? It's just one of those, like they give you knowledge and they're not afraid to share it with people, especially with those who are up and coming.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up. So I'm gonna take you back a little bit. You guys, it's been a journey. Life is a journey, right? You've had your day jobs. You still have your day jobs, but now you kind of transitioning into this new world, this new venture. You're off and running. There's usually a lot of people that influence that. Who's been kind of the most critical people in your life that you would point to and say, what? I want to shout out to this person because, they really helped me shape who I am today.
I would say my mom's.
Moms. Yeah, moms,
my
man.
moms, all day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those. My mom, you know, it's funny as an adult, and I see how my mom interacts with my children, and I'm like, y'all got it easy, because my mom kept her foot on up my ass and on my throat.
Oh, my mom's so nice to my kids.
I'm telling you,
she wasn't
like,
always nice to me. I love my mom to death.
But it's like,
she was on me.
Yeah,
and it's good. I'm glad she was on me.
Yeah, and also I gotta give a shout out to my brother-in-law, man. He's the one that taught me plumbing. He's the one that put that work ethic in my head. Like, if you want something, you put your feet on the fucking ground and you go get it. Like, you don't put your hand out and ask for it. And that route that he's taught me, or the basics that he taught me through plumbing, has gotten me through to the point of the success I am now into different careers. So I mean, yeah, definitely shout out to him. Louis Bizzardi, man, that's my boy.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And I'm gonna say, coming up from, you know, being a little jit, as y'all say out in Florida, a young jit.
Young jit.
You know, coming up from, you know, just watching my mom work as an entrepreneur. She's always owned her own businesses. She had one of the first black-owned hair salon and beauty supply stores in Sandy Springs, Georgia. Okay. And we're talking about early 90s, you know, 92, 93. But, man, you know, watching that, we've had restaurants in our family that we've owned. We've had clubs. We've owned a lot of things that I was able to, you know, get that, you know, that experience from watching how they grind. You know, my mom, my older brothers, you know, stuff, you know, people in my family that I've been able to watch. But, you know, surprisingly, man, my kids helped shape a lot of, you know, my kids. Right. Like, I have my oldest child is 22 years old. I have a daughter that's 22. Okay. I had her when I was 17 years old. And right off the bat, I had to tighten up because of certain things I couldn't go.
That'll make you grow up real fast,
bro. Senior high school, he couldn't be around as much.
They know. Look, in high school, man, like, you know, my daughter would be sitting up in the stands, you know, with, you know, I have a couple of my homegirls braiding their hair, hooking up.
Watching daddy play football.
And so that helped shape me 100%, because along with what I learned from my mom as a business owner, I had to, you know, learn from, like, watching my children, and I'm like, okay, you know, they're truly a reflection of who we are, right? So if you see certain things in them, you know, you can look at yourself and say, okay, you have yourself to thank for that, whether that's good or bad. So I always wanted to, you know, give them more of the good of me. Right. So I had to work hard to say, okay, let me be the best version of me. Right. And that's what I've been doing. So you know, the whole idea, the concept of Mega Legend and leaving a legacy behind, man, they are the ones that put that in my mind and made me say, okay, I have to do something that I know that they'll feel good about, like, watching me and saying, damn, dad is out there doing his thing. And I'm seeing it in my daughter. Like, she has her own, she's, you know, into esthetician stuff. I probably said that shit wrong, but she does, like, eyelashes, nails.
It sounded right to me.
To us, it's going to sound right. Somebody watches it and be like, this motherfucker don't know what he's talking about. But that's been dope, like, watching her do her own thing. You know, my sons, they all been athletic, play sports, play ball, and all of that. That's another thing that, you know, I love about them, because it's an extension of me. Like, I grew up doing all of those things, playing ball and, you know, being the guy that was good at all those sports and stuff. But, man, I want to give the best version of me all the time to them. So in return, they help shape me. They help shape who I am. Okay, that's what's up. So you have an entrepreneurial background. You were destined for this. What did you guys think you were going to be when you were kids? Were y'all met playing football in high school? What was your goal? What was that? A porn star. I thought I was... Just fucking. Nah, honestly, I saw Boogie Nights. I thought it was gonna be Dirk Diggler.
Hey, watch out! They're gonna be sliding into the DM.
It's not too late. It's not too late.
Hey, look.
Set you up on OnlyFans. You good to go? No, honestly, my background has always been education. Actually, went to school to become a teacher, but it's like once you get into the actual setting of education, the kids were never the problem. It was the school system. Like I went to school to become a special ed teacher. True. I never had a problem with my kids. Never. They loved me. But it was always I was always the fire marshal. Anytime there was a problem in the classroom, I was getting pulled out of what I was doing with my one-on-ones to go handle a kid because the teacher couldn't handle it. And being a male figure, maybe 3 out of the whole school, saw that as a problem, and I was like, I can't do this for the rest of my life. So I got into sales.
No, there you go.
That was your calling, boy.
Yeah.
So you are you like Mr. like salesman? You can sell water to a well, that type of guy.
I can sell ice to a polar bear. Trust me.
He
I can sell ice to a polar bear. Like my gift of gab, I can talk to you. Cause it's always my one thing is I want to know who you are.
You got to answer for everything.
When y'all see us in stores, when y'all see us on the shelves, it's gonna be because this man put a lot of work into reaching out and building these relationships with people so that we can get in there. That's his. He's the man when it comes to sales.
People buy from people.
From people. Exactly.
I don't want to be just a brand. I want to be a face.
Yeah.
Like when I walk in, I don't want.
I
ain't gonna lie, I hated sales. Like I tried it. I tried solar sales, commercial solar sales when I was in Texas, and I mean I sold like a lot just based off of my personality. But I didn't never like the idea.
But you weren't happy. You weren't.
I wasn't happy with like I had to go and like and do door-to-door stuff and then like the part that I didn't like was in order to really make these sales, I feel like I had to go outside of my comfort zone. Like I had to, come up with things, not lies and stuff, but I had to really like, hone in on my skills of trying to
really
reel somebody
yourself.
in.
Yeah.
And I don't really like that. Like I like that either you like me and you fuck with me or you don't.
So that's the thing with sales.
You gotta make a motherfucker like you.
I mean, you don't have to necessarily make them like you. You have to be who you are. Like the biggest thing or the biggest critique that I've always gotten is you are the most honest person that I've ever met. Because what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And honestly, people love that shit.
Yeah.
Like I'll walk into a store, I have on a polo jeans and some fucking Nikes. But I'm walking in, they don't see me as a salesman, they see me as
just
Todd.
another guy.
Like, that's Todd. That's my guy right there. So, and that's always been my thing. It's like, here I am. Either you're gonna hate me or love me.
You have to be a little persistent too, huh?
Oh, you gotta be just a little bit.
You gotta push them over that finish line
Just a little bit. Sometimes you gotta take them out to dinner.
I
Take them to the strip club.
There you go.
I went to school to be a sports agent. So when I said, okay, either I'm gonna make it playing ball and I'm gonna go pro, or I'm gonna be a sports agent. And that shit, I mean, when I found out I had to know law and all this other stuff and
like, fuck
legal
that.
thing, I was like, that's not me.
A lot of sports agents have a legal background. A lot of them went to law school.
I was like, I mean, a lot of your classes are, like legal shit 101, but I didn't enjoy that. So, I was just like, I guess that's out.
Do what you love. You never work a day in your life. That's how it is, right?
That's it.
So, guys, I'm going to take us back a little bit, man. We just finished with Atlanta Cigar Experience.
Yes.
And one thing I got to shout you guys out for is a lot of boutique brands showed up and showed their face, and they were here for a couple of days here and there.
Every day.
But you guys, man, you rocked it out every day. If Mega Legend was in the house,
if it wasn't both of us, it was one of us.
If one of us couldn't make it, we were like, hey, man, I got this coming up with the family or the kids or this and that. Got it. All right, I'll be there.
I'll be there.
And that's how it worked out that way. And I'm so happy that it did. We were able to sponsor and be a part of the cigar packs, and I saw a lot of people winning our cigars, and that made me feel good. I was like,
that's pretty good.
I took a picture with a couple people that won the raffles, and they were like, holding up the bag of Mega Legend cigars, and I was like, okay, this is a good feeling. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm glad we didn't miss anything.
I know. What was your favorite event? Did you guys have a favorite event?
I know I have the gun range. Well, for me, it was gun range.
You came out there with the big shit. I was a little jealous. I was like, this dude came serious.
The gun range and then KOD, man. Those are my two right there.
KOD was...
KOD got KOD.
Toast to KOD. Toast to KOD.
Titties and cigars. Can't beat
Thank you.
Can't beat it.
Hey, and I don't care what these brothers say. They are true strip club aficionados because...
Strip club veteran. Strip club veteran.
Hey, when the ladies came out, these boys didn't hesitate to throw them dollars.
We had the bartender on the table. Now, come on now.
I had never seen that. The bartender came from behind the bar and started dancing
for
us. She got down. She was the first
dance of the whole entire scene.
Yeah, because the actual dancers were a little late.
They were
running a little late.
And then she said, "They was late as fuck."
But she showed out.
She showed out. She was like, we were sitting around, like, what a dance. She's like, I dance. Shit, come on up here.
She hopped over the bar, over her glasses, her drinks, and everything. And started throwing that little ass in the circle.
And the dollar started flowing.
She was a little aggressive though. She was like trying to grab my money out my hand. She was like, "Come on,
give me that damn dollar."
She was like, "Drop it all on me." I said, "No, we gotta spread the wealth.
We gotta spread it. Can't give you all my money.
All of it. Like you nice and all, but come on now."
Well, that was good, man. So KLD was tight.
KLD. What about you? What was your favorite event?
My favorite. You know what? I'm always partial to Life and Time.
Same.
And Stanley's.
Life and Times is fun.
Both of those two, because they're back to back.
Yeah.
Because we had the whole entertainment, the night thing going with the banner and everybody talking to people. We had a good time with that. So that was fun.
Asir was dope. Asir was dope. That was the jump off. That was the original.
Asir got it started, man.
Yeah, they got
in a major way.
It started the week off right.
In a major way.
If you weren't there, man, shout out to BT and Asir, man. Y'all hooked it up because, man, people came out in mass.
It was
and people were smoking and drinking, and it was live.
Yeah, I would say the event at Life and Times. I'm a sneakerhead, so
That was a sneaker.
That was a sneaker.
Sneaker ball. Yeah,
sneaker ball. That's it. Yeah.
I had to pull out the top notch for him one time only. My chunky dunkies. If you ever know about sneakers, you know about chunky dunkies. We can't talk.
Okay.
I think a close second was
I don't even know about chunky dunkies. I feel a little out of the loop right now.
That's some College Park shit. A close second was Monica over at
Stanley's. Yeah.
I mean that was nice.
Dope, man.
That was really nice because that was like you could be on the outside or the inside.
And we was parking lot pimping
that thing for real.
Yeah, that was fun.
And she's a dope person to have gotten to know.
Monica.
She's actually coming up on the podcast soon, so look out for that episode.
Yeah. I told her
do your thing, girl.
Yeah,
I told them we had to supply the cigars for that one.
We can do that. We can do that. We can make that happen.
Yeah.
So, fellas, y'all killing it. And now when you think about this, where you've been and where you are now, is there anything that, like, I wish I had known that when I started? Anything like that came up?
Honestly, man, it's I guess the process of knowing who stands behind you and who's in the cut, just trying to figure out, okay, are these guys going to make it or not? And it's like one of those, you don't want to spend too much time and effort trying to get somebody to love your product or buy your product. Whereas they you know what I'm saying, again, they're like, oh yeah, be in your face. Oh yeah, I stand behind you. I got you. And it's like 2 days later, you reach out to them, crickets.
Yeah.
And to piggyback off of that, man, I mean, I think when you first come into something, you feel like that, hey, I'm a nice guy. I'm honest. I'm truthful. I know that I'm bringing good this, good that, whatever the product is. Coming into it, thinking that it would just be as simple and as easy as, hey, yeah, we like you. We like this. I thought it would be like that, and then once you get into it, you find that it's a lot more that goes into it. Like, if you want to get in on the certain shelves, you got to go through certain people, and then you got to handle it this way.
It gets a little bit of political.
Very political.
It does, but the thing about it is that, man, I'm okay with that. Like, having tough skin is what you need in this business.
Tough skin and a strong back.
Yeah, you got to have all of that, man. But at the end of the day, it's not too much that I would have done differently or changed because you're learning. We're learning
the process.
Yeah, we're still learning.
Trust the process.
Yeah.
You got to trust the process.
Yeah.
And sometimes with new businesses, I've learned too, sometimes you're limited by your bank account and how big you can go in terms of how aggressive we can be in marketing and sales and all that.
Yep.
If you had 10 times the budget, man, what would you do different?
Honestly, nothing.
Nothing.
Because I like learning stuff from the ground. Like that to
just
me,
buying your way into it is probably not always the best way.
It's not because it's one of those when you start is that the whole thing, you get it out the mud, whatever. Mm-hmm. Once you start from the ground level, you're building those relationships, and again, you learning. I never took it as a mistake. I always took it as a lesson.
That's right.
So if I can do it any way differently, like you said before, I wouldn't, because again, it's making us and our brand who we are today. So, like I said, we had $1 million in the bank right now. Honestly, I would still do it the same way.
Slow roll it, because it's like you said, experience is everything. I mean, if I had 10 times the budget, I would have purchased a lot more cigars in bulk quantity so that we can get in certain
and you get better prices,
better rates and things like that. Because a lot of times with people. I mean, you got to understand, if you're getting into this and it's new to you, you're going to give away a lot of free cigars, and you're like, I mean,
that's not even giving away. You're making an investment.
You're making an investment.
I tell people, you're investing in your business.
Yeah, but you got to be willing to understand that that's an investment, because
some people don't.
You can have the wrong mindset and be like, okay, well, I done traveled and went all over, spent all this money to go to the source and do it the right way, hand select my product. You spend a lot of money going to the source. Like we don't do that ordering online shit. Like we go get our shit from the factory. factory.
Shout out.
And we hand select what we want and what we want our signature to come out like. We're not taking any shortcuts, but it's so costly. But it is an investment. So if you're not thinking that way, that hey, this is going to be an investment, and then you could get into this and jump out very quick because you'll be like, damn man, you know, I'm spending all this money, but I'm giving away
10 grand. And
if you're expecting to kill it year one or two, you're making a mistake.
And you gotta enjoy this.
You gotta understand that it's a build. It's a slow grind.
If it wasn't for the love of it and like, you know, coming to like really love and enjoy this, I mean, we wouldn't be doing it. Like you gotta really enjoy doing this, man, and meeting the people that you meet. Like
there would be no Puff Sip Chat podcast if I was looking to make $1 right away.
Right.
And again, that's one of those things that if you're looking to make a killing in your first year and you do succeed, you're growing too fast. Like
and there's a lot of companies that have crashed and burned. As a result of growing too fast.
That's a fact right there. That's, you know, so taking our time and when things are ready to, you know, evolve into the next level, I think we'll be ready for it because we're not rushing it. We're not forcing anything. We're making it happen. Loving to see the smiles on people's face though, man, when they smoke these days.
I'm looking for. That's one thing I'm looking for. He climbs me all the time because I'm like, you watching him? You watching him? He's like, no, I didn't see that. I'm like,
this one right here,
watching them smoke. He over there watching them smoke.
We'll go get somebody a new stick and put them in their hands, and he'll like, instead of letting them like walk away and enjoy it, he'll be like, I'm looking at them smoke, and when they get about like just the first inch into the smoke, he like, hey, so how you like it? Like,
I want to know how you know, like, because again, it's your actions speak louder than your words, and that to me that is the truest thing. Because you can tell me in my face, oh, this is a great cigar, this and this and this and this, but if you light it and put it down and walk away, to me that's a kick to my balls. Like you really
I don't take that personal because I feel like that some people like to enjoy their cigars differently. Like some people like to, you know, a really good cigar. I was told that a really good cigar, you can put that motherfucker out.
Savor it.
You can wrap it up. You can savor it. Come back to it later.
So I personally don't like to do that, but I know what you're saying.
But that shows the quality of a cigar. So that was a test that I did when I picked these cigars out. Like I did it with the people that told me about this shit. Like I didn't know about that. But it was like, no. Just we smoked half of it, wrap it up, save it till tomorrow. And I was like, ew, that shit gonna be good tomorrow? And sure enough, we came back and it was like, ooh.
I'm not talking about till you get to the half. I'm talking about they light it, smoke it, put it down and walk away. I can't,
Well, I ain't gonna lie, Todd fucked me up when we was at Havana Lounge. And I don't remember, I think I might have got down to the bottom third and I was talking about it and said, I hadn't put this down on Jordan. And he was like, I've been watching you. I was like, what? I was like, okay, you've been watching me. But I understand what you're saying now.
I got to see what your true reaction is to my product.
But that's why you need somebody on your team that counters that's opposite of you because he's like that in certain ways and situations where I'm like, it would have never been me, but I need somebody that's like that because he'll come right back and be like, hey, they like that shit. They fucking with it hard because he ain't put it down yet. And I'd be feeling good about it, but I'd just be like, okay, cool, let's let him finish and then see what he say. But I know, with cigars, man, that shit go through levels and it's going to get better the more you smoke. So if they haven't put it down in the first 10 minutes of smoking, that's a good sign.
That's a great sign.
That's a great sign.
Yeah.
So what's next for Mega Legend Cigars, man? What can people look forward to?
Pushing more cigar. Like right now, the idea is to... we bounced back and forth about, a lounge, this and that, but we've gotten into other things like the apparel. Like we got really good apparel right now.
Tight apparel.
Some really good apparel. The
polos. Rocking the shirt.
The polo. Shout out to 12 Designs.
12 Designs. And all the different colors of polos, this fabric, this material is amazing. We got the hoodies because, it's about to get cold.
That's right. Hoodie season.
Yeah. But we're doing a lot of things like that. But as far as in chronological order, what I feel like is next for us is to just keep increasing the volume of product that we push out, because with that volume we'll be able to reach our ultimate goal, which is ultimately we want to have a Mega Legend Cigar Cafe. We have a business plan already designed and set up. It's ready to go.
Investors, if you're listening, reach out to us. We everything's on paper.
Two sharp young brothers that's ambitious. You can't go wrong with it because our ambitions match one another, and none of it is selfish. We don't have selfish ambition. Like, by definition, it's kind of like, okay, you can be selfish with ambition, but our ambition is more so catered around our overall goal, and it's a mutual goal. Like we want to succeed, but in doing so, we want to bring the best out there. We want to bring the best quality. We both want to leave legacies behind. Man, we want to be, looked at and noticed as, you know, these guys that never took shortcuts, and we go above and beyond to bring the best that there is.
Hashtag consistency, baby.
That's right.
Consistency.
People buy from people, and people invest in people. Hell with the product.
Hell with the product.
You got to know that the person that you're invested in is going to handle their business and do it the right way. And that's what you guys do.
That's what we're all about.
That's what's up.
All about.
So last question I got for you guys.
Yes, sir.
What should I have asked you that I did not ask you?
Man, you did. You
pretty much covered
I don't
it,
know about that, because I feel like that you
Did I
touched
forget
on
something? Because I always like to say, I always end my every episode with like, what should I have asked you?
what should you have asked us.
Because I don't know everything. I don't know a damn thing. According to some people.
You don't know what you don't know, right?
I stumped them. I stumped them on the bus.
Yeah,
Stumped them.
Oh, is that what this was? That was
You stumped us.
Nah, man, for real. Like I really can't think of anything, because it flows. The way it flows, you hit on things that they just, everything's just naturally, you know, it's natural. So if you did, I wouldn't say you missed anything if you didn't bring up something, it wasn't meant to be brought up, because this shit is naturally flowing.
That's right.
That just means we got to come back for another podcast.
Of course.
Well,
I mean,
And we here.
Y'all family now.
Yes, sir.
I got to admit, I fuck with everybody in this business, right? But there's only a few that I consider like, y'all my people.
Yeah.
Y'all quickly got into that my people range. And I hope the feeling is mutual.
Oh, definitely.
bro,
We
definitely.
we look at y'all as like people now. We down.
It's crazy because every time we're at an event, we always seem to sit next to each other.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like we easily gravitated towards one another, because it was a natural it was a natural thing. Like it just, you know if you fuck with somebody or not. Like you know if you could like tolerate sitting at the table with them for a whole entire event and talking about shit. Like we don't have to, you know.
It's easy.
It's not for us. It's not for us. It's
easy.
natural.
Yeah,
It's natural.
And the people that, it's funny because the people that you associate with and that you actually are cool with, it's the same vibe. It's like, so that lets you know that you are already connected with the right people.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what's up. So, man, I'm so glad y'all came and
Hey,
chopped it up with me on the Puff Sip Chat.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to watch the journey continue.
You gonna be along with it?
I'm
You
here.
gonna be along with it?
You know, I'm looking forward to going to Gambia with John.
That's
You're
gonna
gonna be in the house there too.
Yeah.
That's
We gotta make that happen.
We gotta talk about that at some point.
This
because
man has Gambia roots.
Yes.
And we're gonna do a podcast in Gambia.
Y'all don't
We're
know
going
about-
international.
If y'all don't know about
with it.
Gambia, man, on the west coast of Africa, and Gambia is a little beautiful island.
Beautiful.
And we got a place out there. You know, we got a compound and about 7-8 bedroom. We got offices there. We got a really nice setup, and that's where we gonna work to get that podcast going out there. I'm already in the mix of making things happen for it, and then we just got to narrow down our dates.
That's it.
And we're gonna go out there and show Gambia how we do
the Mega Legend
it out here, the
That's
culture itself, and we want to introduce it and bring it out there. So that's a podcast I cannot wait. And by the way, my mom, who the entrepreneur who started the whole spirit in me, she wants to be a part of that. She wants to be there.
Gotta have mom on there.
Yeah, mom is
Mom
like, yeah, I want to be there. And this, and I said, Mom, you gonna be there because we're doing this together. This is a big deal. So
No, we got to set it up on the beach now.
I got you. No, we already got. we have a resort there. That's a 5-star resort. That's gonna I'm really cool with the owner of the spot, and so we're gonna have a setup that's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be something that people are gonna be like, damn, this is Africa. Yeah,
this is Africa. It's not what you see in the movies.
We are going international on the
Cigars
Puff
and
Sip Chat.
passports, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And thank y'all for putting that together, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you, man.
And so
Appreciate
just to be a part of something like what you guys are doing, that speaks volumes. Like,
It does.
That's amazing.
Yeah, well, we in this together.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're growing together. It's all about support and love.
We'll be in Cancun next year. Look out for us.
Can't wait for Cancun
We'll be
next
in
year.
there,
I missed it this year, but I will be back.
Y'all did Cancun right after I did my honeymoon.
I know,
so
right?
I was talking to my wife and I said, babe, I think that I should go back to Cancun for the cigar. She was like,
Really?
gave me this look like, yeah, that sound nice, but we just got back. And that budget was something serious.
Yeah, I was about to
the
say.
wedding itself cost a lot, and then you come down to do the honeymoon.
You got the side eye on that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's side eye
But,
on that one.
she's been extremely supportive though.
Same.
Like she's been supportive because she's always like, you know what, whatever you need to go do it. If you got somebody waiting for you over to go talk cigars and this and that, go. I'll do whatever you need me to do so you can do that. So it's always good to have support, man.
Yeah.
And that runs a long way.
I couldn't do anything without that support.
There it
too.
is.
I get it.
Well,
I get
it
it.
is. Yeah.
So
Toast to our support system.
Toast to the support system.
There we go.
So, hey, I'm Reggie Kimball, StickMan #1. I'm here with John Bateman, Todd Williamson. We got Mega Legend Cigars in the house. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, comment, let us know what you think. And please get your Loyal to Ash subscription box, baby. And we're going to have these brothers in there one day. You're going to see them in there soon. So shout out to Tatted Smoke. I see you wearing the cap, Tatted Smoke. Shout out to our ambassador Peaches.
That's my girl.
She's getting it in.
I love me some Chi-Town Peaches, man.
She stay on the grind. That's why I tell you.
She's the realest, man. I love
stay on the grind, man.
Inspirational. Keep inspiring us.
Yes, thank you. So, brothers, thanks again for coming on.
No doubt.
Always.
Until next time, Puff, Sip, Chat, Repeat. I'm Stickman number 1. I'm out.
Hey, this is Stickman number 1. Thanks for listening to the Puff Sip Chat podcast. If you want to hear more great episodes just like this one, please hit one of those donation links below. We could really use your support. Also, please visit us at puffsipchat.com for some cool Puff Sip Chat swag. Until next time, Puff Sip Chat Repeat, baby. I'm out.